Hey there! Spill the theories, here to spill some theories. Hope you guys don't mind the huge gaps between videos. School is almost over and I barely even get time to myself due to both work and exams. I managed to squeeze in some time to theory spill in my schedule, so I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Also, thank you for 2,000 subscribers. This is absolutely insane. You spillies are so awesome and I can't thank you all enough. I also wanted to squeeze in the shoutouts I promised in one of my previous live streams. I asked that in 5 minutes, you comment your best theories, and the ones that I find really interesting would get a shoutout in the next theory spill. Here are the 3 winners. There is Rachel TS with their really interesting theory about the Veronica song. Chaos the Baryonyx, hope I'm saying that right, with the theory about the eye, and the last but not least, Moxie with the really cool theory about Mono and Shadow 6. Good job to all 3 of you. All of your theories were really amazing, and I'm so grateful that all of you spilled them. Alright, let's get to the theory spill. Are you ready for yet another theory spill? I sure am. Quick reminder that this video contains spoilers. If you haven't played any of the Little Nightmares games, I suggest you look away. You have been warned. Also, these gameplays aren't mine. All rightful owners have been linked down below. Alright, let's get started. Alrighty, so the Hunter, our favorite guy. Just as a side note, the Hunter has a very different feel to me. I don't get the same vibes as I do with the janitor or the twin chefs. To me, it seems he isn't as much of a monster as we think. Recently, I got asked a question that I would really like to make up a theory about. Why does the Hunter have mannequin parts in his attic? A very unasked and unanswered question if you ask me. Of course, if you have played Little Nightmares 2, you know that the mannequins are mainly found in the hospital level where we encounter the doctor as some kind of boss. I would like to remind you that the hospital is right stack in the middle of the Pale City, whereas the Hunter's house is in the wilderness, all the way up into the woods through some kind of river or pond. So how the freak could we find mannequin parts all the way out there? At the moment of speaking, we aren't aware of any obvious links between the Hunter and the doctor. Let's start off by talking about the mannequins. What are they? Well, of course, there are mannequins who are alive somehow, supposedly because of the signal tower, which makes a lot of sense. They only move when there's no light, in a similar fashion to the shadow kids in the residence where when we flash the light at them, they would just, die. Thing is, they also don't move when no one is around. They only get aggravated when the player is around. I'm not really sure who the mannequins are, but I believe it is confirmed that they are the product of previous patients. By this I mean actual people or viewers who came to the doctor for help and then got turned into dummies. The process of turning an actual person into a mannequin could be that the mannequins are made up of patients' souls, which is why they are still able to live. Although I don't really like this theory for various reasons, but I'm not gonna get into those. Another interesting thought I had is the following. The mannequin parts we see in the hospital are mostly made out of plastic. Or are they? Could they be made out of bones? And by bones, I don't only mean human bones. I mean, it is morbid, but anyway. I also mean animal bones. And when you do taxidermy, you don't need the bones, only the skin. So there's hints of this since we can see a lot of saws and spiky things, perfect for cutting bones. That's my first little thought. It is possible that the Hunter made the prosthetics and sold them to the doctor. Don't forget we can find a picture of the doctor and a picture of some hanging beds in the Hunter's house, possibly reinforcing this theory. Another thing I thought of was that maybe some mannequins managed to make their way to the wilderness. Not sure how though, because the wilderness isn't dark like the hospital. The mannequins probably stopped moving due to the light, and then the Hunter, decided to take the mannequin apart and put it in his attic and do God knows what with them because, like any other person would do. I'm guessing he was inspired? Not sure if this is the right choice of word, but you get the point. Anyway, he could have gotten inspired by the doctor's mannequins to create his own or something. He could have used those mannequin parts to create those really scary looking people in his dining room and the grandma in the attic. Sadly, this is all I could put together so far for this theory spill. But what do you think? This is purely based on what I believe and what I researched. You always have room to decide what you believe is true and what isn't. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe and comment on some of your theories. Take care, and I will see you guys soon for more theory spills.